Hi, Miss Ashley. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you
Hi, please
today?
have a seat.
All right, thank you.
So my name is Anquandria Savells, and I work here at the University Counseling Center, also known as the UCC. And you referred here today by your professor, Mrs. Brown. She just saw a significant drop in your grades, and it was continuous. And she didn't believe that that was like the type of student that you were, so she just referred you to come here. So how are you today?
I'm all right.
It seems like you don't want to really be here.
I don't know why she told me to come here.
Well, she just believes in you a lot and she wants you to excel. So that's why we here at the UCC are going to help you. Um, Basically, we just help you with your personal issues, academic issues. We'll refer you to people, other people, if we can't help you and things of that nature. Okay.
I mean, I guess I don't really feel like that's your business, but whatever.
We're just here to help you. We don't want you to feel any type of way. Your academics and your personal life, are very important to us as well. Okay?
All right.
Okay, so I do want to let you know that anything that we discuss here is strictly between us, so it'll be confidential unless you talk about hurting yourself or others, okay? Okay. So, tell me a little bit about yourself. What's your major?
My major, my major is social work.
Social work. Okay, so you want to do similar to the things that I do. And so, what do you want to do with your degree?
I want to work in a school with kids.
Okay, all right. So, um, like I was saying earlier, your teacher just wanted you to come because she believes that you'll be great as a social worker, and she just doesn't want you to give up. So she wants to see like what's kind of going on with you in your personal life. Okay.
Okay.
So is there like any important issues that are going on that may be bothering you?
She told me to come here because my grades was low.
Okay, but usually like when your grades are low and you're usually an A student, there's a reason why your grades are low. So you can talk to me. Just, as whatever you feel like disclosing today in the session is strictly between us, like I said. So just let me
I
know.
just, I, I don't know. I just been going through a time. I don't like to talk to people about my issues, but been going through a time. I just been feeling a little depressed because me and my boyfriend just got into a really big fight and we broke up. I was dating him for 3 years, and we lived in our apartment together in Newport News. Um, and yeah, so he left, and now I have the responsibility of paying all of the bills while I'm in school full time. So that's very stressful. And I've been having to work more to support myself, which has kind of took a toll on me being able to study. So that's I guess what Ms. Brown is tripping about.
Okay. And that's completely understandable. That's a lot for you to take on while you're in school. It's very, very stressful. So if you don't mind, I'm gonna take notes while we talk, okay? Okay, so how long have you been with your boyfriend?
3 years. I said that.
3 years. You're right, you did. I apologize. And what are your feelings since he's left?
I try not to think about it. I try to stay busy. But I mean, I don't know. I kind of feel like maybe we'll get back together, maybe we won't. I guess only time will tell.
Okay, so what are causing you to have these feelings about your boyfriend, like, and him leaving? Like, why do you feel that he did leave?
Because we were arguing all the time because I just I felt overwhelmed because I'm in this undergraduate program and I'm stressed out all the time. I have like 12-page papers. I have all kinds of things that I have to do. I have to go to my internship. And he doesn't help me. He doesn't support me. He doesn't even just cook dinner. And I'm just tired. I'm very tired. And he say I nag, and so we got into a big fight, and he left.
Okay, so he's very unsupportive and it's very stressful being in school, so I can understand why you're having these feelings. Um, so have you had any other breakups similar to this?
No, this is my first boyfriend.
Okay.
We've been together since high school. Well, since I graduated.
Okay. So, I heard you say that you work. So where do you work?
I work at a uniform company.
Okay, and what do you do at the uniform company?
We make uniforms.
Okay. Like what type of uniforms? What certain
Oh.
companies?
We make uniforms for like nurses, like smocks, and jobs that wear uniforms.
Okay. So, has your work performance changed any since?
My manager seems to think so. He said I'm always late, and then I call out on the weekends when I don't want to come in. So yeah, they put me on a probation. I can't call out anymore or they'll fire me. But I can't get fired because I need to pay my bills.
Okay, so do you have anyone else that could help you with your bills?
Yes, but no. Like my parents, like I could ask my dad, but he's very stingy. And if I ask him for the money, all he's gonna do is ask me why do I need it. And I don't want to tell him that me and my boyfriend broke up.
Did,
So
did your father approve your relationship?
yeah, he did. He just wanted me to be happy, but he kind of hinted that we probably should have moved in from the beginning.
Okay. You seem very, very stressed.
Yeah, I am.
Um,
You'd be upset if your boyfriend left you with $1,000 rent.
you're correct. I would, and I completely understand. But I don't want you to feel stressed in this environment. I want you to be as stress free as possible. So here's a stress ball, and throughout the interview, if you just like
I'm gonna need more than this. You got a drink?
a drink, no man, we don't have drinks here.
Like no kind of drinks.
Do you want water?
No, like vodka, tequila. I need a shot.
No man.
I've been doing that a lot. I drink.
Hi. I almost knocked you out.
I drink to make myself feel better. And I yeah, I like to drink. I drink about probably how many days in a week? 7. I drink about 5 of them.
5 days.
5 days. I drink
Okay.
beer. I drink wine. And on Fridays, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I'm drinking liquor. Like I want shots. I don't care what kind of shots it is. Any of them, it'll work. Cause I have to forget about the situation that I'm in because this is hard for anybody to deal with. Like 3 years and you just up and leave over an argument when you could just be supportive of me. Like, and I haven't been able to get any type of rest since he's left. I have all these crazy dreams. I don't even get to rest. So I roll me up a blunt and I lay in the bed and that's the only way I can go to sleep.
So you smoke regularly?
I smoke when I need to go to sleep. Is this on camera? Oh no, you said it was confidential. Okay.
Yes, it is confidential. So when you smoke, that's basically your way of getting away.
Yeah.
Like when you drink.
Yeah. It just nothing else matters but right then and there. What I'm doing right then and there.
So do you like one more than you like the other?
No, I like them both the same.
Okay. And have you ever thought about like cutting one out to become healthier?
What you mean healthy?
Like when you're drinking to solve your problems, it's not healthy.
I could be crying or not going to sleep.
You could, but sometimes when you cry, it helps you release all of these negative energies and thoughts that you're going through, and it helps you kind of like refresh and start over.
I mean, I'm just having trouble because if I don't drink or I don't smoke, I just start having these really bad headaches. My stomach start hurting, and I have really bad backaches. And so this helps me. And then you talk about health, and I really don't like the way I look when I look in the mirror. Like I've gained so much weight since he's left because I just overeat because I just want to eat my problems away. I smoke my problems away, I drink my problems away, and I eat my problems away. Those are three things that make me happy. Because any other time I feel depressed. I be angry. Like I just like my anger, like I go from 0 to 100 real quick. And that's what keeps me calm.
So, have you always had these anger problems?
Yeah, I had him when I was with him, but me and him used to have sex. And I haven't had sex in a really long time, and I'm very frustrated.
Okay, so you're sexually frustrated
Yes.
because he's left. So it seems that like a lot of the issues that you are having basically circle and revolve around him.
Yeah, he is my issue. That's why I'm glad he's gone. But not really, but that's how I feel.
Okay, so you said that he's gone because of arguing and anger. So that makes me think about like, have you ever like, has he ever like threatened you or tried to harm you in any way?
No, he doesn't. He's the nicest guy you'll ever meet. He doesn't beat on me. He's not putting his hands on me. That's why I understand why we're breaking up. Like this is the longest we've ever been broken up. And it's like it's serious this time, I feel like we're really not gonna get back together, and that really hurts my heart. And I just don't even want to cry right now because I just you said it's gonna make me feel better, but crying just make me feel depressed and it just make me feel low, and I don't want to do it.
Okay, I completely understand. It was just a suggestion, you know, so that we could change some of the habits that you have. Um, so like, have you thought of any other ways to solve these problems, like going to church or?
Yeah, I've been talking to my pastor. He's been trying to help me out. Every time I really start having crazy thoughts, or I get depressed, or I'm just like when I have the crazy dreams, I call him and he talked to me. He said prayer with me, and he let me know that whenever I'm having an issue, I can call him. But I don't want to keep calling him. Like I'm not his job. I mean, I am, but I'm not his job. Like I don't. I just need to graduate. I'm just trying to make it through this year so I can graduate. That is my main goal. We talked about you say we talk about goals, right?
Yes.
To graduate, that's my main goal. And then I wanna pay my bills.
Okay.
Because I don't want my credit messed up behind this apartment.
Okay, completely understandable. So you want to graduate and you want to be able to pay your bills. And I think that another thing that we might need to be talking about is, seeing if really getting back with your boyfriend is really a positive thing or something that you should do. But just taking a couple notes here. So let's talk about your schoolwork. How on a scale of 1 to 10, and this is your what year are you? College?
I'm a junior.
This is your junior year. So, on a scale of 1 to 10, how hard has the other 2 years been compared to this one?
How hard has it been? It wasn't hard at all. Because he was there. I mean, he wasn't doing anything, but he was there. I've never dealt with this much stress. And it's overwhelming. It's just overwhelming. But I mean, like that's why Miss Brown referred me here because my grades are slipping. She knows that I'm an A student. I don't I don't bring anything to her that's not A work. So that's why she knows that there's something else going on. But I haven't talked to her about anything. Anything that I said today, I have not talked to her about it. But she can tell because she's worked with me before and that she knows the quality of my work.
Okay, so I know that you're kind of against talking to people about your
Yeah,
situations that you're
I don't like
going
taking.
through.
I don't like telling people my business because everybody want to judge you, and I don't like to be judged. In my major, they tell you not to judge people, to always meet them where they at. Don't judge people, and a lot of people judge. But I like Miss Brown. I still don't know why she referred. I know why she referred me here, but I don't feel like I necessarily need it because you're like a counselor.
Someone to counsel you.
Yeah, I don't feel like I need a counselor. I got my pastor, but if she think it's gonna help, then I'm gonna do it.
Okay, so it's good to know that you're gonna allow us to work with you. Like you said, our job is to meet the client where they are, and I want to do that for you if you allow me to. So would you be willing to go to counseling on the regular when you have time?
Yeah, as long as it work with my work schedule and my school schedule.
Okay. And what are some of the days that you work?
Well, I work. I have school on Tuesdays and Thursdays and Wednesdays nights. I have 6 o'clock class, and then I work on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. But I work during the day. So do they got night counseling?
We can accommodate you.
Okay.
So we'll be more than happy to do it. More 9 times out of 10, I will be the person that will be working with you. If you feel comfortable with that, or if you want another counselor, we can work on, getting you another counselor. But I would love to continue to work with you if you would have me.
Okay. You seem alright.
Well, I'm glad you think that I seem wide.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so going through all of these trials that you've been through, what lessons have you learned from them?
You can't trust these guys out here. Don't depend on them. You need to be independent. So that's why I know that I need to graduate so I can at least have my degree. Because that's something they can't take from me.
You're absolutely correct. So with getting your degree, it seems like it's very, very important that you get your degree. Um, have other people in your family receive their degrees?
No, I'll be the first one that graduate. Well, my daddy went to a trade school, but no, I'll be the first one.
And that'll be a very big accomplishment for you, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's let's talk about some of the other people in your life. Like that could be your support system. I know you said that your father was stingy and that your boyfriend left you, but what about your friends? What about them?
I got a couple of good friends. We've been friends since high school. I got friends that I met in college. I got a couple of good friends, but I don't like to get them involved in my business as well.
Okay, and why is that? It seems like you have a hard time trusting people, even though you know them for a long time.
I mean, I just like to keep my business to myself. I don't, like I said, told you before, I don't like people judging me. And sometimes, your friends, when you say, oh, me and such broke up, and then you get back with them the next week, and then your friend said, I know you was gonna do that anyway. Like sometimes I just don't even want to tell them because most of the time we get back together. Like I told you, this is the longest time we have not been together, and it just seems so unreal. And I just don't understand why he would leave me.
Okay, I wanna let you know this because you seem very discouraged, but at the same time I can tell that you're a very strong-willed person. And I don't want you to give up because when you talk about graduating, you seem very determined. And the story that you are telling, it'll be a great story to tell a up and coming freshman who may be going through something and feeling like they can't make it through the program that you are in here at school. You could be the success story, this great person. And I feel like you aren't giving yourself ample opportunity to do so, but I know that you can.
I know. It's just like I need to get past this whole breakup because this breakup is breaking me down. And I can't do it. I just need to, like you said, I need to figure out what's good about being with him and what's not good about being with him. Because a lot of times, if like I seen on this movie one time, if they give you more reasons of why not to be with them than why to be with them, then you should just let it go. But it's just not that easy.
I know. And it can be very hard. Like you said, you guys been together basically since um, high school, and you know, you've been through different things with him. Can I go back to when you started smoking? How did that occur?
Well, I used to smoke with him sometimes just to, let my hair down. I never really did smoke. Um, but my friends, when I was going through the breakup originally, they were like, "You want to smoke?" And I was just like, "Sure, fine." And it made me feel so good. But my friends are the only ones that I smoke around. Like I don't tell other people that I smoke.
Okay.
And you're the only person I tell, so I hope this is confidential.
It will be confidential. It will not leave this room.
But I like to smoke because it makes me feel relaxed and it makes me just lay back and just let the issues just it's just kind of out of sight, out of mind kind of thing. And that's why I do it. Like I don't do it a lot. Like I said, I don't tell people that I do it. I drink more than anything, but I like them both. I think like drinking is kind of more acceptable. So that's what I do the most, I guess you could say. But yeah, I started smoking from him.
Okay. And with your drinking, do you feel like maybe one day we could work on cutting it down a little bit, not like smoking and drinking as much?
Maybe.
Okay. Well, if you're willing to do that, that would be great. We're in this counseling session and all the other sessions that we have together. We'll take baby steps. Um, so what I also want to talk to you about is let's go ahead and let's do a pros and cons list because I can see that it's weighing heavy on your mind about your boyfriend. Okay.
Hmm.
So before you leave today, pros. just want you to write on here the different pros and cons of being with your boyfriend, okay? And just take your time with that, okay?
Sex.
That's a pro that I'm not getting.
Money. Cause he helped me pay the bills. He's a gentleman. Mm, cons. It's not supportive. Don't clean. He doesn't go to school either. So he doesn't understand.
Which I wouldn't expect him to until he puts himself in your shoes and becomes empathetic to the things that you go through. He would never understand. So what does he do for a living?
He worked at Amazon.
He works at Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
I know that can be very stressful. I know they work long hours.
Mm-hmm. But he's a manager, so he get good hours. That's all he do. Then he come home and play on his video games.
And have you ever talked to him about going to school? Like, is he good at
Yep,
anything?
I tried to get him to go back for criminal justice, but he just dragged his feet. So I just get frustrated and I say, whatever.
He's a liar?
Yes, he is a liar. He lied about everything.
Well, what do you mean?
He lied about what color drawers he got on. If he thought he'd get away with it.
Really?
Yes, he's a liar.
So
I'm surprised we lasted 3 years.
has he ever given you a reason not to trust him?
Mm-hmm.
If you don't mind, would you mind elaborating on what he's done?
I caught him texting another girl and he told me he wasn't.
Oh, really? And how did that make you feel when you found that out?
Like I couldn't trust him.
Okay, so looking at your pros and your cons list, it doesn't seem as if this is a relationship that you should be entertaining at the moment, being in the situation that you are. And it shows in your body language and in your face and in your voice how much not being with him bothers you. But it only seems that it's because he helped with the financial aspect as well as your sexual frustration, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So the next question is, would you be willing to move on if we were able to help you in some of these aspects where the pros were?
Yeah. That list just made me realize that I'm done. I'm done with him. I don't even want to consider getting back with him. I just remember when he lied to me last year and then he lied and then I found out about it this year. So yeah, I'm done. I can't even think about getting back with him anymore.
Okay, so looking at your goals, you said that graduating was number one.
Mhm.
Would you be willing to go to summer school so that you could graduate?
It's optional. I don't think it's really necessary for me to go. Like my grades are good so far. Like I could probably pull it up, but I could go. I mean, I guess if I got the money to go.
And if we found like a way to help you fund that, because like you are in a financial rut at the moment,
Yeah.
if we were able to find funding for that, you would take it into consideration?
Mm-hmm.
So, okay, so summer school would be something that you would be interested in if you could afford it.
And I'm looking towards finding a roommate to take over the other half of the rent that he's not paying. Um, it's hard trying to find somebody that you can trust. People are crazy these days. I don't want to be living with the Craigslist killer.
I completely understand. And that was gonna be the next thing I was gonna ask you. Would you be willing to like move in with a have a friend move in if you trusted them enough? Because I know you said you don't like really tell them your issues and things that you're going through that much. But I feel like if you told your friends, you know, hey, I'm not with him anymore and I need a roommate, would you be willing to split this $1,000 rent? You pay 500, I pay 500. Do you think that they would be willing to do that?
I might got one friend that'll do it. I just have to ask her because she live with her mama right now. She in a bad situation, so maybe she can help me out.
Okay, and does your friend have a job?
Um, she works sometimes. She a waitress, so her job, her money not steady.
So that wouldn't really be the best option, but that could be one option. If her income isn't steady, then it still kind of feels like you're in this alone, and that's not what you want. We could also look at, maybe downsizing your apartment,
Hmm.
because is it a two-bedroom?
Yeah,
So maybe downsizing to a one-bedroom, and it wouldn't be as much money, right?
yeah. I think those are a little bit cheaper.
Okay, and then um, with the whole graduating thing, you'll be graduating in 2018, correct?
Mhm.
May of 2018. So we kind of need to like develop a plan on um, getting your academics back on track. Now, I know you basically told me that you work almost every day,
Mhm.
almost.
I don't got no choice.
So if we could get you some tutoring,
Yeah,
or
as
okay,
long as they
so
work around my work schedule.
there are tutors here at the UCC who work till about 12 o'clock at night, and they will be more than willing to help you if you allow them. So tutoring.
Yeah, my greatest fear is having to drop out of school after I've done so much to be here, and like it took me, so much to get here, and I went through so many things, so like I would just be distraught if I had to drop out. So anything I can do to help for me having to drop out is what I want to do.
Okay, so the great thing about that is that you just expressed your fears to me, and in expressing your fears to me, you are taking the necessary steps to become healthier and become into a positive environment. Okay, so
Well, since I'm telling you my fears, I really have been thinking about switching out of social work and actually going into fashion marketing, but I feel like it may not pay the money that I want it to make or have to make to survive.
well, if you want to switch your major, I'm never going to tell you not to switch your major. And I feel like as human beings, we always fault ourselves at like basically living and letting money control every aspect of our life. And that's not what we should do. Um, if you feel like being a fashion marketing major is what you want to do, I totally commend you as well as support you in your decision. I don't want you to ever feel that you can't do what you're passionate about because of finances. Because like you said, you're very spiritual, so um, whichever God or whoever you worship, the person, the higher power will see you through it. And so as long as you know that's what you want to do and you're going to be passionate about it and you're going to work hard at it, I believe that you should do it. You should go for it. You already work at a uniform company, so it kind of shows that fashion is something for you. Do what you're passionate about. And if you want to change your major, I can work with you on getting the classes that you need to do your major. Okay? All right. Okay, so here I've created an eco map. And what an eco map basically does is it shows the things that have influenced your life. So you will go here, right? And then right here, we're gonna write substance use. And with your substance use, you said that you smoked weed, correct? And that you drank alcohol. And so we'll put that there, and then we'll put like a little squiggly line because that's kind of unhealthy. And then so here we have your boyfriend because he influences your life and the things that are going on, like such as things going on in your education and things of that nature. So we'll put another squiggly line here because that's unhealthy as well because you're a very bright student and your teachers believe in you a lot. Are you okay? Just a lot to take in. Do you need a stress ball? Okay, just breathe. Take a second. Everything's gonna be okay. We're gonna help you, okay? Okay, and then so this line here, this just narrow straight line is to your work because that's your source of income right now. And that's what's kind of like getting you through. And then so right here, we're gonna draw this dark line. And we're gonna write religion because that's what's kind of helping you and guiding you through as well. Talking to your pastor about your nightmares and things of that nature, okay? And then right here, we'll write support system, and then we'll make a dark line and a couple squigglies like this. And that's just going to stand for strained because your father he can't help you the way you want him to help you because of him being stingy. Did you say it? Because he's stingy, and that and so that's causing for it to be a strain here. Um, as well as not being able to like trust your friends because you don't want them to judge you. Okay, and then right here, we're gonna write education. And this one is going to be aligned with slashes through it because it's a very stressful situation. And your main fear at this moment is not being able to graduate, as well as you don't know if you want to change your major to something different. And if you want to change your major, you shouldn't like let that stop you. Okay? So we're going to work on quite a few things. We're going to work on making sure that you're going to graduate in 2018. We're going to get you a tutor, and we're going to get you those summer school classes, okay? And then we're going to work on finding you a roommate, okay? And then after, if we can't find you a roommate, we'll talk about downsizing your apartment. And then last but not least, it would be you fully making sure that not being with your boyfriend, with your ex-boyfriend or your partner, if you really didn't want to do that anymore. We will leave that up to you, but we will be here to help you make the necessary steps, to get into a space where you didn't feel as if you needed to have him there all the time. Okay? And so, is there anything you have that you want to ask me or any comments that you have?
No, I just want to be out of this feeling that I'm
Okay, and we're gonna do our best to help you. Would you also be interested in like going to like therapy as
in. To
well?
work around my work schedule and my school schedule.
Okay, so, all right, so you would be interested in therapy as well, and we'll make sure that that happens too. So, what I really want you to do and what I really want you to take from this today is that you stay completely positive as possible. Be as optimistic as possible. Don't let don't let your situation that you're in, you know, throw you off your game. Okay? You know what? There is one more thing that I did want to talk to you about. Is there any way that you would be able to limit your smoking to like maybe just the weekends?
Yeah, I could be a social smoker.
Okay, and you're drinking as well. Because if you think about it, if you moved it to just the weekends, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, then during Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, when you have school and you have to work every day, it wouldn't drain you as much.
I can try that.
Okay, so um, those are basically all the things that I wanted to go over with you today. It was really a pleasure meeting you. I'm going to email you so that we can set up another date for when you're free. I know you say you work most days and that nights would be better, so, and you work mornings. What time did you say you get off?
It just depends. Every day is different, but sometimes 4 or 5 o'clock.
So like if we can make a session for around 6, okay, in the afternoon, maybe like on a on a Monday or things of that nature, because I know you have class Tuesdays and Thursdays and Wednesday nights. So you will be receiving an email saying that. So I really look forward to meeting with you and continue to working with you about, getting things in order to graduate and going to counseling and, helping you with your financial situation, okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right, it was nice to meet you, Miss Ashley.
Nice to meet you as well.
All right, thank you. That was stressful.
It was stressful.